Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who'll be calling the plays under center.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Able to find his running back, Geis. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 54 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be second and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 point.
And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Here's a second and 5 now from the 25.
42 is the mic. It's our time.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Mike 51. Check the out. Check me out. Check me out. Echo. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On third down, Hunter. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 14 yards into Chicago first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Go. 42. Mike's 42. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check.
To throw on second down. Hunter. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Target. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Operating from the gun. Hunter. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part and got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
14 yards in a Chicago first down. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right here, guys. Fight.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take wins.
On second down, it's Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Switch. Good there. Staying open. Check. 42's the mic. Delta. 42's the mic.
From the gun on third down. Hunter. He'll air it out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He'll drop to throw. They'll check it down to Geis. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bears take over. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike 42, Mike 42. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Hunter. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun. Hunter. Open man is Michael Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple of extra yards up to the 27-yard line. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll set up a throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Here's a second and 7. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield, but it's going to be second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Dumps it off for Geis. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Second and 2. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sterling Shepard, as the first half is winding down.
Is under review.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
Offside. Defense.
His kick is good. That ties.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Looking to throw. Hunter. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first down, Hunter, complete, Smith has it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw, Hunter, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he's going to go down again.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 4, check 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 3 down, 3 down.
Looking to throw. Hunter. He's got Smith here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Back now at Soldier Field. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go. Tight right. Hey, we got 4 now. Ready, go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Hunter. That's complete to Meredith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Hunter. It's caught. Smith. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Come on, coming. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go, D. All day. Defense.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
51, Mike 51.
Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They run with Geis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. And he's got it. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. Touchdown, Chicago. with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and a long run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught by Brown. 33 yards that time.
Let's go!
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. As his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.